Danieljsiegel, Nodramadiscipline, the whole brain way to calm the chaos and nurture your child's developing mind. Nodramadiscipline by Daniel J. Siegel delves into the world of parenting and explores alternative approaches to disciplining children. Moving away from conventional methods like timeouts and spanking, Siegel advocates adopting a teaching approach, focusing on the child's emotional and mental development. By connecting and redirecting, parents can forge stronger bonds with their children while helping to regulate their behavior. This summary uncovers the importance of understanding your child's mind and introduces strategies for nurturing a strong and supportive relationship with your child.
No drama discipline. Conventional discipline focused on punishment and fear may not develop the child effectively. No drama discipline emphasizes teaching over punishment, proactive connection and redirection to facilitate better behaviors and relationships. Developing children's emotional intelligence. The brain is malleable, and we have the power to shape our behavior and relationship skills. Since a child's upstairs brain, the part responsible for regulating emotions and empathy, is underdeveloped, misbehavior should be an opportunity for development, not punishment. A practical example of diffusing a situation is presented, showcasing how a parent can engage a child's upstairs brain. As parents, it's not uncommon to feel frustrated when our children throw tantrums or behave in ways that are difficult to handle. However, it's critical to note that a child's brain is still developing, specifically the upstairs brain responsible for regulating emotions and empathy. The book emphasizes that although the downstairs brain, responsible for basic functions such as digestion and breathing, is already developed at birth, the upstairs brain is significantly underdeveloped and requires time to grow. However, through neuroplasticity, the brain changes physically as a result of experiences, providing us with the power to shape our behavior and relationship skills. The author argues that instead of punishing misbehavior, it should be seen as an opportunity for development. The reader learns how a parent can diffuse a difficult situation by engaging the child's upstairs brain. Liz, husband, and daughters Nina and Vera's story are used to illustrate this point. When Nina throws a tantrum about her mom not driving her to school, Liz engages her upstairs brain by offering a hug instead of further angering her downstairs brain by yelling. Despite Nina's continued difficult behavior, Liz gives her the choice to get into the car on her own or with her dad. Though her dad ultimately carries her to the car, the opportunity for development has been provided. Overall, this book's summary is a reminder that developing children's emotional intelligence is an ongoing process that requires patience and understanding of their brain's development. Building a supportive relationship. Effective discipline is about connecting with your child to transform their reactive state into a receptive one. To build a positive relationship with your child, it is crucial to connect with them when they are in a reactive state. Dismissing their feelings can lead to feelings of being misunderstood and worsen the situation. Instead, offering comfort and connecting with them can bring them into a receptive state and help them cooperate. This approach promotes brain integration, where different parts of the brain are simultaneously engaged to develop essential functions, such as the ability to adapt calmly to situations. By using this kind of discipline, parents can foster healthy emotional patterns and build positive relationships with their children. For example, when Michael's son Matthias threw a box of Lego in frustration, Michael first held him for a minute to bring him into a receptive state. This physical contact helped to integrate Matthias's brain so that he was ready for redirection. In conclusion, building a supportive relationship with your child is crucial for effective discipline. Through connection and brain integration, parents can help their children develop positive emotional patterns, leading to healthier relationships. Building connections with your kids. Effective strategies for connecting with your children during their difficult moments and validating their experiences are crucial to building strong relationships with them. Listening, reflecting, and offering validation through both verbal and nonverbal gestures are essential components of this process. The act of connecting with your children involves actively listening and providing comfort during their challenging moments. It's critical to validate their experiences by acknowledging their emotional states and identifying their feelings. It's not enough to rely solely on nonverbal cues such as hugging or nodding. Verbal validation is equally crucial. The author presents a real-life scenario of a mother who heeded their advice on connection by validating her distressed daughter's experience during a phone call. By empathizing and offering a hug, the mother reinforced the importance of connection despite the distance between them. Validation is crucial in building strong connections with your kids. Reflecting on their experiences, especially during difficult moments, is an effective strategy for letting them know that you're listening. The example of a 6-year-old daughter hating her brother due to his teasing illustrates the importance of acknowledging and validating the child's feelings while also being cautious not to reinforce negative behavior. Building connections requires careful listening, reflection, and validation, all of which contribute to stronger parent-child relationships. Response flexibility for effective discipline. The no-drama discipline emphasizes the importance of response flexibility when disciplining children. This means adapting your response to the situation, examining your own mental condition, and understanding the reason for your child's misbehavior. By paying attention to how you respond, you can create a positive and productive disciplinary environment. Parents should strive to maintain response flexibility as it not only affects their relationship with their children but also sets an example for their behavior with others. Developing Mindsight outcomes in children. This summary provides insights on how to redirect children towards a positive emotional and relational life by developing Mindsight outcomes. It highlights the importance of empathy and insight, constructive conversations, and getting children to fix situations rather than punishing them. Are you struggling to discipline your child effectively? Do you want them to develop positive emotional and relational skills? The solution lies in teaching them to develop Mindsight outcomes through empathy and insight, constructive conversations. Instead of punishing or yelling at them, try asking questions that center around empathy. For instance, if your child upsets someone, point out the other person's emotions and ask your child to imagine how they feel. Similarly, if your child has an outburst, encourage them to express their emotional experience to deepen their self-understanding. Another way to practice Mindsight outcomes is by getting your child to fix the situation. This involves helping them devise a solution, as demonstrated in the case of 12-year-old Neela and her parents. When Neela disobeyed the rules by using her phone after bedtime, her parents helped her come up with a solution to leave her phone in another room during bedtime. Remember, there isn't a one-size-fits-all solution to disciplining children. However, teaching them Mindsight outcomes can help them understand their misbehavior and correct it over time, leading to less misbehavior. Disciplining your child with confidence and care. Learn effective strategies for redirecting your child's behavior towards positive outcomes, without compromising on mutual respect. Avoid lecturing your child and focus on providing conditional yes instead of outright no to minimize conflicts. Encourage your child to communicate in a constructive manner and involve them in the decision-making process to reinforce a sense of accountability and consideration towards others. By framing discipline in a positive and respectful manner, you can help your child develop crucial life skills and foster a healthy parent-child relationship.
In summary, no-drama discipline presents a refreshing perspective on managing children's behavior, emphasizing a teaching approach rather than conventional punishment methods. As parents, understanding the underlying emotions and needs behind misbehavior and making meaningful connections can lead to a more proactive and flexible approach to discipline. Adopting such strategies promotes healthier relationships, better emotional regulation, and fosters positive development in your child. By focusing on empathy, communication, and response flexibility, you set the stage for effective discipline and nurturing your child's developing mind.